Hello everyone, this is Ricky Thomas from Advantage Gambling Concepts, and welcome to part 2 of my live Vegas play series. Although I'm not exactly in Las Vegas whenever I was playing this game, I was at State Line. However, this series right here will demonstrate the effectiveness of controlled shooting, presetting the dice and shooting them for maximum accuracy and profits. Okay, so I did, or at least I attempted the hit and move strategy. However, I wasn't actually able to do that. The way I made my money here was through controlled shooting. Okay, but this is what I talk about in craps, that your strategy has to be adaptive rather than rigid, basically. So you don't want to go in there with a preset strategy like I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that or whatever. You kind of have to go with what works. I'm going to explain my thought process as I go along, okay? Here we go. Hello. You guys saw that? This dude just 7'd out. Him and his gentleman friend had to go bye-bye. And all those chips are going bye-bye as well. And the reason that that's happening to them is they weren't controlled shooters. Okay? That's why that's happening to them. If you want to be successful in craps, you got to learn how to be a controlled shooter. Okay? While I don't actually teach those skills in this video, I mean, you kind of can get an idea of what I'm doing just by watching me. There's a few technical details that you actually don't get to see, but I'll demonstrate those in a later video, and I'll walk you guys through it step by step. I'll show you guys how to do this. But basically, they just lost because they didn't know how to shoot the dice, and that pile of chips that you see right there, it's all going bye-bye because of it. How goes it?
What's that?
I said, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Not bad, not bad.
Do you have a player's card?
I don't. Sorry.
Alright, there you go.
I say super all the time.
Super?
If it annoys you, I'm sorry. Okay, so what happened there was I got my chips, and I just reached down to pick up the dice because I'm the only player at this table now. And the guy's like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, oops, sorry, you know. I just figured that, hey, you know, since I'm the only guy here, let's just get right to it. And, you know, I'm kind of a dummy sometimes. But it is what it is. But that's what happened right there. Now, I'm getting kind of ahead of myself right here. As you can see, I was too quick to pick up the dice, and I didn't even make my pass line bet until he reminded me. And right now I'm presetting the dice wrong. Okay, I'm going to set it to the 6 and 8s. And I usually aim for the 6 and 8s because those are the easiest numbers to hit, in my experience. However, this guy's about to remind me.
I'm looking for...
And I'm like, duh, it should come out low. They're supposed to have a 7 or 11, you dummy. So now what I got to do is I got to preset the dice to the 7s. And there you can see I got the dice preset to the 7s. I just hit my 7. I preset the dice and I hit my 7 on the first roll. That's pretty accurate, guys. That's pretty accurate. I'm kicking butt at this table.
Alright, hit my 7. Alright, hit my 7.
Stay on here, you just pass the
Hey.
I'm passing through. Stay on here, you just pass Vegas.
I'm passing through.
Going to Vegas.
Yes. I'm gonna go
Okay,
there
so
tomorrow. Whoa!
basically,
5-5.
I preset my dice to the 7s and I missed it. My point is now a 5. I'm not worried about it because I can hit that.
I am.
Good.
Well,
I don't
I'm
like this
actually over
dealer.
at
He
Buffalo Bills.
asks too many questions.
Okay, so it's a 5, right? Okay. Let me get 22 inside.
You went 17 inside, and 5 was the point.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You want to put money behind?
Okay,
No,
let
I'm
me
good.
explain a little bit about what's going on right there. I'm basically attempting to use the hit and move strategy, okay? I wanted 22 on the inside, the 5, the 6, the 8, and the 9. And I know a lot of people out there will be like, well, you know, you have the 5 covered. What I actually should have did is I actually should have put 22 down anyways, and maybe put 5 on the 4, or maybe 5 on the 10, or something like that. But I generally like to have 4 numbers covered whenever I use the hit and move strategy, okay? And this guy made a recommendation, and I just went along with it. I'm like, okay, fine. I would put it on the 5 anyways, because if you hit the 5, you would basically get paid double. You would get paid your $5 on the pass line, and you would get your $7 on the 5. Okay? So, where people will say that doesn't make any sense, to me it makes sense, okay? Whenever you do the hit and move strategy, it doesn't matter what the point is, okay? You're supposed to have the 5, the 6, the 8, or the 9. And the reason for that is because those numbers in combination are more likely to hit one of those numbers than just the 7 by itself, okay? So, that's why I do that. But he made a recommendation, and I'm like, whatever. I'm just going along with it.
Alright, let's try it.
Okay, you guys right there. A little bit of technical stuff with controlled shooting. As you can see, my index finger is right here, pressing the dice. Okay, my thumb and my index finger are pressing the dice together. Okay, now my pinky finger, or sometimes my ring finger, is pressing inwards that way. Okay, that's how I grip the dice. Now, Frank Scobletti, in one of his instructional videos, teaches a similar grip. There's more than one way to grip these dice. Okay, this is the way I do it, and this is the best shot of it that you could actually see. That you could actually see me doing. The reason I grip the dice like that is because whenever I lift the dice, this grip keeps the dice together, And whenever I do my arm swing and I release the dice, because they're staying together whenever I have them, whenever they leave my fingertips, they're usually relatively together still, okay? And that makes all the difference in the world in controlled shooting. And as you can see, I have it preset to the 5s all around. Remember, my point is a 5. I'm going to hit the 5 or the 9. Here we go. And you just saw it. I hit that 5. And I did it on my first roll. Are you guys starting to see a pattern? Okay, I did this in the last game. I hit my 5 within 2 rolls, and now I've done it again. And not only that, I hit that 7 on the first roll. That isn't luck, guys, that's skill. Yay. Super. Now my place bets are off, right?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Well, let me make sure I can get this right. Now I'm presetting them to the 7s. This one should be a 7.
5, don't feel like 5.
Okay.
Alright, 5 win.
Okay, can I remove my place bets?
Yep.
Super. Okay. Now I removed my place bets. Make sure. Here's the thing that you guys have to understand about controlled shooting, okay? And the hit and move strategy. I'm very confident that I can hit that 5. Okay, I really am. I'm a very, very good controlled shooter, okay? But the thing that you have to understand about controlled shooting is I don't really like the term controlled shooting, although that's what I use. I like the term influenced shooting better. The reason why is because you actually can't control all of the aspects of dice control. I don't care what any author tells you, you can't, okay? So even though you throw the dice and even though you're a really skilled shooter, it isn't 100% absolute control, okay? But there's influence, okay? There's a lot of influence in the way you grip the dice and the way you deliver them by tossing them, and the way they land, and of course the way they're preset to where you hit certain numbers more than others, okay? So it's influenced rolling, not necessarily controlled rolling. So you're in effect influencing certain numbers coming up more than others than that, okay? That's why I took those bets down. You see, I'm conservative because that's what you're supposed to do in hit and move. Now, if this was the hit and move strategy and I wasn't the shooter, I'd still be ahead because I hit the 5, okay? And I wouldn't, and after I hit the 5, even if the shooter didn't make his point, okay, let's say the point was at 4 or 10, I would still turn those place bets off, okay? And if the shooter was on the lucky roll, I wouldn't turn those bets on because the whole idea is you're supposed to hit them and you're supposed to hit one of the numbers and then remove it. And then after the guy 7's out or whatever, then you can, of course, try it again. Now, there's a lot of people who say that the rolls are independent of one another, and maybe they are. You know, I'm not a probability expert. I'm not a mathematician. I don't really know. What I do know is that I'm kind of superstitious, like most gamblers are. Okay? And the way I look at it is, if that 7 hasn't come in a while, it's coming. Okay? So it's better to turn the bets off than to just leave them out there. So that's why I take those bets down. And a lot of people criticize me for the way I play. Like I said, I've had people tell me I'm chicken shit. I don't care, okay, because I'm conservative and I would rather make a small profit than to get out there and try to play all aggressive and lose a bunch of money. Okay, you saw the last 2 guys, they lost a bunch of money, right? But that's not going to be me, okay? So, here I go.
just gotta hit my 5.
That one is a 12.
12 prep 12.
Boy. Yeah, I know.
Damn right I am.
I'm gonna win. It's 9.
I just hit a 9. And you guys see me presetting these dice. Now, when you preset these dice a certain way, you can preset them to where you're going to hit either the 4s or the 10s, the 5 or the 9s, or the 6s and the 8s. You can also preset them to hit the 7s, and you can also preset them to hit the hard ways. Okay? Hitting the hard ways is the hardest ones to hit. Okay? Hitting the 6s and 8s are the easiest ones to hit. Okay? But I got that set on the 5s and 9s. So the fact that I hit my point, which was a 5 in the last roll, and the fact that I hit this 9 tells you that I am, in effect, influencing the dice. Okay? So this is proof positive that controlled rolling works, guys. And I haven't seen nothing like this anywhere on YouTube. That one was an 8. You guys saw that? I just hit my point again. Bam. Okay, so let's recap. My come out roll, I preset the dice to a 7. I hit it within the first roll. My second roll after that, my come out roll was an established point of 5. I hit that on the first roll. Okay, now in my third game, which the point was also a 5, I just hit that within 4 numbers. Okay, not to mention I hit a 9, which I have it preset on the 5s and 9s. Okay, that's 3 times, guys, that I actually preset the dice to a certain number, called it, and actually hit it. So, like I said, this is proof positive that controlled shooting absolutely works.
There we are. There we are.
There we are. There we are. Yay. Alright. So let's see here. Looking for a 7. 7 or 11. So let's do it like this.
My point is a 5 yet again.
That's better.
And I'm like, shoot,
Wow.
right now. Because, like, I'm getting tired of it. I just want to hit a number other than 5.
Alright, well, here I go again with the 5s and 9s. So this one.
That one was an 8.
Check the Red Valley Black Piece for me. Yes, sir.
Don't want that. 5s or the 9s. 5s or the 9s. There we go. 6. Okay.
You guys saw that? I just hit my point again, and I did it again within 4 rolls. Okay? You saw me preset it to the 5s and the 9s, and I just hit a 5. Okay, that is the 4th number that I intentionally hit with preset control dice. That is the 3rd time that I made my point in this game. Alright, like I said, this is evidence. You're seeing actual evidence of me demonstrating the effectiveness of controlled shooting. And it's like I said, I haven't seen anything like this on YouTube. I've seen guys like in their garage and stuff shooting the dice and doing some pretty impressive stuff there. But like I said, this isn't somebody's garage, guys. Alright, this is a live casino. This is a real craps table with real money at stake. And you see me doing it. And here's the proof.
Alright, now I'm going to try and go for a 7. Gotta hit that 7.
I wasn't trying to hit the 11.
11?
But I'll take it.
Tomorrow morning, I'll show you where that paper goes. I left the other one in there.
This should be a 7.
Now you guys heard what I just said? I said I'm really happy.
Alright.
And you know why I'm really happy?
really happy.
Because it's like I said, the 6s and the 8s are the easiest numbers to hit with controlled shooting. Those are the 2 easiest numbers to hit. I know I can hit that 6. That's why I'm really happy.
Okay, well.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. No. I've been rolling a long time. But I'm confident.
You guys heard what I said,
don't
right?
wanna be
It's good to be confident, but it's not good to be overconfident.
Dude.
That's why I don't want to make any bets right now. That's why I don't want to like do anything. I've been playing less than 10 minutes and I already made like $30, okay? And I'm about to make some more money. And the way I look at it, I'm doing just fine doing what I'm doing, okay? Even if I'm just betting $5 on a pass line, I'm making good money. If you look at it like this, I just made $30 in, like, let's say under 10 minutes, okay? If you had a job where you made $30 an hour, you're considered like successful, okay? And I just did that in 10 minutes. So I'm not worried about, I'm not really worried about the money. Tell you the truth, I'm not even really making these videos for the money. I'm not really over there playing for the money to like win. I'm just trying to demonstrate my techniques in live play. That's really all I'm trying to do. But that doesn't matter. I would play this way anyways. The fact of the matter is I'm more conservative than anything else. Okay? Like I said, if you win $30 in 10 minutes, you're doing great. Okay? You saw the last guys. They didn't win jack squat. Okay? They lost. They lost a lot of money. You saw that all those chips that dude was raking in? They lost, okay? I'm winning. So, there. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. This is what's called 3V. Now, as you can see, I'm doing it again with my grip. Okay? My index finger is pressing in this way, and my thumb is pressing in that way. So, I'm squeezing these two dice together, and I don't think you guys can really see it, but either my pinky or my ring finger, usually it's my pinky, is pressing in this way. Okay? You see this grip right here. To me, this is one of the best grips to have whenever you're doing controlled shooting. And I try to show it on like all of my rolls, okay? Because I'm trying to show you guys really how to do this stuff. So that's how I do controlled shooting right there. I learned this grip from an instructional video that I watched by Frank Scobletti, but the grip that I use here is slightly different. It's just modified, okay? It's just a little bit modified from the grip that he does on his video. I can't show you guys his video because I think that would be like a copyright thing, okay? But that's basically what I'm doing, and I'm telling you where I learned it from. That way you can go out and get his video and you can watch it. And I don't do business with Frank Scobletti, okay? I'm not trying to like push his products on you guys or nothing like that. I'm just telling you where I learned how to do this. Well, actually, I watched his video and everything, but my dad was actually the one who taught me controlled shooting, okay? So, I mean, he learned it from the Dice Dominator and Frank Scobletti. And then, of course, I started studying their techniques too and everything. But, yeah, that's the grip that I use, guys. And as you can see, my point is a 6. I got it set on the 6s and 8s. I'm going to hit that. Watch.
Okay, 6 or 8.
That one was a 10.
10.
That one was a 5.
Here we go.
I've seen a lot of those.
5.
I'll tell you what he said to me.
I don't remember what that one was. I think it was a 9. I don't know.
Shit. 9. This.
Just as a side note, I have done some research online, and I've heard rumors, and I say only rumors, that some of these craps tables have material underneath the felt that's like really super hard, and it basically makes the dice bounce around a lot. I don't know if that's true. I don't want to create any conspiracy theories or anything like that. Yeah, I actually read that before. I don't know if it's true, and quite frankly, I don't care, because if it is, it doesn't seem to matter. Controlled shooting still works, guys. So, but these dice, the way I said that, the reason I said that is because whenever the dice are hitting and you're doing controlled shooting, if the dice are staying together in the air and they hit and they barely touch the back wall and they barely bounce around at all, and they kind of stay together even after they hit, you know you've got a good roll, okay? Now, the outcome doesn't even really matter. I've done perfect throws before, and they turned out to be 7, okay? Like I said, you can't control all of the elements of dice control, guys. You just can't, okay? Those, like I said, it's more influenced rolling than controlled rolling, really. But what I'm trying to say is these dice, like I said, have been bouncing around like a lot, and I've noticed it. So even though I'm throwing the dice, I see them separating whenever they hit. So and right now in my mind, I'm thinking to myself like, okay, they're bouncing around a lot, so I really need to throw it even gentler. The dice have to be thrown very softly, okay, very softly, in order for controlled shooting to actually work. What the casinos want is they want you to pick up the dice, they want you to shake it, and they want you to throw it as hard as you can, and they want those dice to hit the back wall and bounce around everywhere. And what that does is that actually completely randomizes the outcome, okay? But remember something, the object of craps is to predict certain numbers, okay? Now, if you can influence the outcome of those certain numbers, you have the edge, not the house. Okay, that's what controlled shooting is all about. But remember the outcome, to predict certain numbers. So if you're playing a game where the outcome, where the objective is to predict certain numbers, then a completely randomized throw is not to your advantage. It's to the house's advantage. Okay, so that's how you lose. Okay, so like I said, you just gotta pick them up a certain way. Here I go with my grip again. You guys can see it. I think this time I'm using my ring finger to actually press down on that one. I usually use that or my pinky sometimes to press in this way. So there I am with my grip again, and I got it set to 3 V's. You heard me say it right now, like the dice have a lot of bounce, so I have to throw it super duper gentle. That one was a 9. You saw how they still separated whenever they landed. I have it set to the 6s and 8s right now, guys.
Super gentle, 6 or 8. Not good.
I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but basically whenever I picked up the dice, you saw me tap the dice on the felt very, very, very lightly. And the reason I do that is I actually increase the grip that I have, and I tap it, and that kind of makes the dice a little more sturdier in my fingers. Okay, that's why I do that. And there you are, hear me telling myself, throw it super gentle, because I feel like I'm throwing the dice too hard. And I just hit the 8, and I had it set to the 6s and 8s. So there's that influence again, guys.
Super gentle.
That's not 3V, obviously, okay? But that's still actually set to the 6s and 8s right there. There it is, guys. I just hit my point yet again.
6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 points that I hit, plus a 7 that I intentionally hit on my come out roll. Okay, and I still have not rolled a 7, and I made like $35 in just like under 10 minutes. Okay, or 10 minutes, just about 10 minutes of this play. So that right there, guys, shows you the effectiveness of controlled shooting. And it's like I said, I haven't seen any kind of I haven't seen anything else matching this online on YouTube. I just haven't. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video. This has been part 2 of my live Vegas play, and this is from what I can see that's out there, this is the best evidence of controlled shooting. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Share this video with other people. If you know people who are passionate about craps and they want to start learning how to start making money, then they should probably watch my videos. I think it could really help them. Thank you guys again for watching. Goodbye.